Hey guys, I'm Miss Rutherford, and I have a softball game today, so we're away at Bay Springs, and hopefully right now we're winning. Okay, so I just wanted to take you guys kind of through what the students do every day when they come in. So when they come in the door, there's usually a bell ringer posted right here, and it's always on Google Forms so that I can quickly see how they're doing, and then I can reteach if we need it. And you can see right now we are reviewing density in atoms because we took a test last week. And then we learned about density on Friday. Okay. And if you look up here on my my science table, you can see the density STEM lab they did. They had to pretend to be research marine biologists working for the Georgia Aquarium, and they had to find fish that swam at different levels. That way, if there was a tunnel or if people wanted to pet the fish on the top of the water, then they could do that. So if you look over there, there are fish that sit on the bottom so that people in the tunnel could see. There are fish that float or swim right underneath the surface of the water. And then there are some fish like a stingray that come up top that you could actually pet. And so the kids had to decide which one would go where. They had to, if they got past that, then of course we asked them, what's the density of water, and which, if you had to design a fish that could go up or down in the water and swim at different levels, what would that fish look like? And there's actually a poster on your way out if you stop probably 2/3 of the way up the hall next to the Snapchat board. You can look at all the whole process the kids went through for their STEM project, and their career connection was, of course, a marine biologist. So that's our density for right now. And then, of course, we talked about atomic structure, and I have different interactives on here that they could do that were cool. So we try to be really interactive, and we try to do labs pretty regularly, which brings me to my next point. Okay. If you have not signed up for Remind, okay, I always send out, hey, we're having a test, or if you need to retake a test, which that's coming up Thursday, if students did not pass their atoms and matter test, they can retake it Thursday morning. Okay. And let me show you the Remind information. See if I posted it here. Nope. So let me go up here real quick. Let's see if we can, I think it's on my desktop. Yep, there it is. Okay. If you would like to sign up for Remind, okay, this is the information right here. Okay. And also, if we need things for a lab that I don't have, then I'll send that out too. A couple of weeks ago, we were able to do a molecule lab because you guys donated Mike and Ike's and toothpicks. Okay, and I really appreciated that. And coming up, we're going to do a phases of matter lab, and we're going to make ice cream. So if you have any salt, sugar, quart or gallon size Ziploc bags, or measuring cups that you can spare, we would definitely appreciate those. If you want to write your name on your measuring cups, I will see to it that they get back with you. Okay. All right, so if you needed that, there's that information. We'll go back to the classroom. So also in our classroom, we have links to our online textbook. Okay, so if a lot of us are upset because we don't have textbooks anymore. Well, our textbook is actually online, and you can find it, they can log in to Discovery Ed anywhere, so they can always have their book with them. And this textbook is really cool because the vocabulary words are set up so that they can click on them, and it'll show them a video, it'll give them the definition, so that they can, go through those vocabulary words as they need them. Okay. The textbook also has videos that they can watch that explain what's actually happening. So this is a really great tool for students who, are visual learners and maybe not such great readers. They can go in and watch that video. And of course, there are extension videos linked down here. Okay, so if they understand it really well, then they can learn even more. And then, of course, there are things that if they don't understand it so well, it helps remediate that. It also has different little activities that they can do. So they can pull this around and manipulate these, kind of like a little interactive worksheet, and then it grades it immediately so I know if they're understanding it or not. We also have these interactive labs on here. Let that load up. And they can pull it across. Okay, and it tells them if they're right or wrong, and gives them information about what they're doing. Okay, so if they didn't get it right, it'll send it back. And so even though we're not always doing hands-on labs necessarily, they are still interacting with something, and it's an interactive textbook, which I think is cool. And just so you can see some pictures, these are your Micronauts that you donated that we appreciate, and they made molecules. So this is a water molecule. Okay, so you have your 2 hydrogens here and your oxygen in the middle. And this was carbon tetrafluoride that they made. So they made a lot of really cool stuff, and understanding how different elements combine. This was the gummy bear lab that we did to do the scientific method, and it was really cool. They had to measure the gummy bears in the beginning, and then they put them into different solutions. You can see down here. They put them into 4 different solutions. They had water, salt water, vinegar, and then water and baking soda, and they had to see how it changed the gummy bear. And you can see here that it was, quite a difference. This is the original gummy bear. This was him in salt water. This was the vinegar. And they had to just go through the scientific method. So we like to be as hands-on as possible and as interactive as possible. And I guess I will give the students just a few minutes to kind of tell you what we do in class, maybe tell you what their aquarium looked like that they designed, and talk to you for just a minute about what they enjoy. Like I said, though, please sign up for Remind. I'll put that information back up here. Okay, it's a really good way to keep in touch. If you would like another way to keep in touch in Google Classroom, I sent out some invites to parents that I had emails for, and if you'll check your email, you should have an email in there from Google Classroom or from me. If you would like to be added so that you can see updates on the assignments your student's getting, then if you will email me and just say add me to the classroom and tell me who your student is, then I can certainly do that. Okay, that way you have lots of ways to keep checks on your kid and communicate back and forth. And please feel free to email me. Remember, my name's spelled funny. It's Maegan. If you need to email me. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoy your night as students. And kids, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.